Alright guys, friends Wall here and welcome to another Warframe video. First of all, I'd like to apologise for the lack of content on this channel. There's a couple of reasons behind it, mainly being YouTube changed the monetization policy. But I'm back on the horse now and I want to grow this channel, and I hope you guys can come along for the ride as well. So if you like my videos, you like my content, then please subscribe, like. It would be very much appreciated, and it will help me on my way to 1,000 subscribers. Yeah, so I'm doing a build video today on the Phantasma, and could this be the best shotgun in the game? And I'm only saying that because it is really strong, as you'll see later in the video. But let's just touch on the stats of the weapon first. So it comes with innate punch through, which is always welcomed in my book. The physical damage is 25 impact damage and 50 radiation damage. So the total damage is obviously 75, 67% of it being radiation. The crit chance is very low at 3%, and the crit multiplier is 1.5 times, but the status chance is 37%. So with 3 of the 60% status chance mods, you can get it to achieve 100%, which is really strong. The secondary attack of the weapon has got 15 impact and 73 radiation, which is 88 in total, 83% being radiation. The charge time is 1 second, but again it's got a low crit chance of 3% and a low crit multiplier at 1.5 times, but again the status chance is 37%. And it does take 11 ammo per shot, so when you do have to charge it, so you can actually just press your middle mouse button and it'll just fire it out, or you can hold it for 1 second and it does a lot more damage. I've not had no negatives when I've been using this weapon. The only negative that I can tell you guys is the self damage. I have literally one-shotted myself with a strong Rhino build. So you have to be aware of that, because some squad members don't want to keep picking you up if you're not that great with it, which I found out myself. So with all that out of the way, let me take you into the simulacrum and I'll show you how it performs against different factions at high level. So I'll catch you over there, guys. Right guys, so I'm now in the simulacrum. So I'm going to jump into the build and show you what mods I put on the Phantasma. So without further ado, let's jump in. So it is a 2-former build, which is not expensive by other standards. So the first mod I've put on is Prime Point Blank, but you could put on Point Blank. It will do a good job. Hell's Chamber, which is plus 120% multi-shot. Vicious Spread, plus 90% damage and plus 60% spread. Toxic Barrage, 60% toxin, 60% status chance. Scattering Inferno, 60% heat, 60% status chance. Shell Shock, 60% electricity and 60% status chance. And then I went with Charge Shell and Contagious Spread to boost that elemental damage. But the status chance mods are very important. But you will come out with a corrosive damage of 1749, radiation 388.7, and a little bit of heat and impact damage. But the most important thing is you will have 100% status chance with this build. The critical chance and the critical multiplier are very low, so you don't need to build with that. The secondary fire rate has got a low critical chance and multiplier again, but same status and slightly more damage. But the only thing I'll mention about the secondary fire is once you've put down your first amount of fire, there is additional projectiles that find its way to the target for secondary damage, which is pretty good. So I will demonstrate that. So I'll simulate some ancient healers at 135 level and watch how fast these die. As you can see, that literally ripped through them, and that's the primary fire mode of this weapon. So I'll demonstrate the secondary fire, which is a charged fire rate, so you have to hold down for 1 second your middle mouse button, which I've got it to, and literally it kind of reminds me of the Tonko in the way that the projectiles fall. so you do have to aim slightly higher than the enemy if you're a bit of a distance away, but you get used to that pretty fast. So I'll get some heavy gunners, corrupted heavy gunners in now, and all these enemies are at level 135, so they're not easy at all. They've got a lot of armor, a lot of health. So as you can see, the primary fire rate is just absolutely destroying, and it actually comes with innate punch through, which I said earlier, which is a really nice feature. I like to see punch through already on weapons, so you don't have to take up a mod slot. It's always a good thing in my book. So I've demonstrated now the secondary fire rate on these heavy gunners. It kind of does have a blast proc in the initial impact, because it does stagger and it does move them, but I haven't got blast on, so that must just be something that's in the weapon. But as you can see, it took a few projectiles, but I think for a level 135 gunner, that is pretty fast, and wrecked those 3 enemies. So I'll do the same now with the corrupted bombards. I'll go straight into the secondary fire rate. So these are level 135, and the damage numbers are insane, because once that first projectile impacts, you will see a secondary bunch of damage numbers, which I just think is a really good function, a really good feature of this weapon, and it absolutely destroys. And I actually think it's one of the best, if not the best, shotgun in the game. And I know a lot of people will probably hate on me now, saying, "Oh, well, it's got to be the Vega Heck, or it's got to be the Tigris Prime," which, if that's your opinion, then that's your opinion. But I believe that this weapon is so good, it probably kills faster than the Vega Heck, hands down. And depending on what build you had, whether you've got Rivens on it, it might be the same. But in my book, in my build, I believe that it was, it kills a lot faster. So yeah, guys, I'm going to leave the video there, but that's my Phantasma build. I hope you liked it. Please subscribe, and I will catch you at the next one. Peace out.